Hello my friends, it's Caddy. I am sharing my 85th process video, number 13 of 15, with this kit that I made from my stash for my Work It Wednesday challenge. So I'm almost done, you guys. This layout is titled 40 and Fab. Now, for this layout, I'm going to go back and forth a whole lot here. And again, I left it in so that you guys can see my process. So basically, it's a picture of my boyfriend and my sister-in-law. They have the same birthday. I have scrapbooked their birthday before. This was last year. They turned 40, so I threw a surprise party for them at a banquet hall, and it was great. They were super surprised. They had no idea. They dressed in matching colors, which was awesome. Not planned at all. So basically for this layout, I wanted to keep it in the black, gold, and blue, since they're both wearing blue. Now I brought in the gold because of the embellishments I have left that I want to use. And also I plan to use that 40, which I got at Target. I got those numbers at the dollar spot. And I bought them individually. I think they were like $1 each. So I bought them at the dollar spot at Target a long time ago, and I bought them especially for this. Now, I don't end up using the numbers, even though you're going to see me fuss with them back and forth a whole lot. So basically, I began by taking those two little blocks of that diagonal stripe paper that I have, which I have in my kit, and I had that left over from that paper. And I know I wanted to use those because I have that leftover kind of scraps in my kit. And then I take those little Jolie stickers, which are the little flourishes, which I placed on either end. I take those and I end up using those as well. Now I decided I wanted to add some of that blue, and then I don't have any of that blue in my kit because I didn't pick anything, you know, that blue color. So I decided to add some of the color with my what is it? I'm sorry, I can't talk. Dilutions in After Midnight, which is one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love this color. So I did that, and then I decided to, I'm just kind of blotting it so it can dry faster, and then I decided to take some white linen from Dilutions and just kind of sprinkle it just so that it looks like there's little sprinkles on the blue. Really in the end it ended up getting all covered up and you can barely see the sprinkles. So I guess I maybe had to shake up my white a little bit more. I just kind of grabbed it and sprinkled. And Dilutions spray mist, you don't really have to shake up as much as others. Like the Lindy Stamp Gang and the Heidi Swap Color Shine, you have to shake it up a whole lot, but not really with Dilutions. Dilutions you can kind of, you know, the color doesn't sink to the bottom like others. But I guess I had to shake that one up. So I'm trying a few different configurations here. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I actually had to keep coming back to this layout, and after I had it like that, I decided to, and I think this was like the next day, I think, or maybe I went back to it. I've gone back to this a couple times. So yeah, so I thought about adding the numbers on either side, or having it next to each other. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. This is just one of those things where I just kind of started doing, and I really wasn't thinking about what I was doing, or wasn't thinking about, you know, what I wanted the end product to look like. I was just like, I had no idea in my head what I wanted it to look like. I just knew that I wanted to use black, and I wanted to use gold, and I wanted to use blue. That's it. So I decided to take some washi because I have no more, I really don't have a lot of paper left in this kit, but and I don't have any black or gold. So I'm taking some washi and just creating a few strips of washi, and then I'm going to take some washi as well on the top right hand corner, and I'm going to just add a few strips of washi there, just to add a little interest up there as well. So, and then I take another washi, and then this is just all black and white washi that I'm using. So I take that one, and this is great because I got to use up some washi tape, which is just sitting there. So I use those, and then I don't know, it just wasn't, and that right now to me that looks just fine. Like, I think it looks fine from here. I think I could have made it work like that, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. You know, sometimes when you just have those those dates. And you can see that this is old because you can see in my little die cut pack I still have the little scissors in there, and that was my the video that I did for the layout that I did for when I meant Evie, Life with Evie, which was a couple layouts back, or one layout back, I think. So yeah, so I had started this and then I had stopped. So I've gone back to this probably about 3 times. So yeah, if you see anything in there that I use on a later layout or on an earlier layout, it's because yeah, I couldn't figure it out. So yeah, so okay, I come back to it another day. And I think, let me try doilies. Maybe doilies will make me feel better. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. And once I'm done with it, I'm happier with it and I like it, but it's not my favorite, you know. It's just one of those layouts that you like and it's fine and it's gonna stay because it's done, but it's not like my favorite, like, oh my gosh, I love this. But in the end I like it. So yeah, so I thought about maybe angling those doilies. Then I decide I take these strips of this black white with black polka dot paper, which I have in my kit. That's from the craft market, and I decide to use that. I have 2 pieces left of that, and I'm just kind of piecing them together to make a mat for my photo, because again, I don't have a ton of paper left in this kit. So I'm just kind of piecing them together, and I thought about kind of leaving that the top a little bit, the top left of the picture. See, there's like an extra strip there in the bottom, but I take that off because I didn't like that in the end. I just decided to cut that off and just leave a solid mat, just a solid with 1 strip of squares, or I'm sorry, 1 strip of circles. So yeah, so here I go playing with it back and forth, moving my doilies around. And then yet again I come back to it. This was the next day. So finally I say, okay, maybe the background with that misting and all that, it's just too much and too busy, and maybe that's what's bothering me. So I take a piece of vellum. I told you guys I'm kind of in a vellum stage right now, so you're gonna see vellum from me. So I decided to take vellum, and you know what, I actually like that now that I'm looking at it, but I don't know, I didn't like it at the moment. I guess it's kind of different when you're looking at it, when you're sitting, like, you know, beside the layout, because I'm sitting, you know, behind it and I'm looking at it from a different angle than from this angle that I'm looking at it, because it's been filmed from above. So now things look a little bit different, and sometimes, you know, it's it happens to me all the time. I think, oh, I just moved that and that looked great. So I had taken another piece of white cardstock because I was gonna restart completely. But then I moved my layout over to the side and I realized that I had moved it sideways, and I kind of like that better. So just flip it around and I actually like that better. I don't know, I don't know, at the moment it just made me happier for it to be sideways. So I added 1 of the black doilies, which I love those doilies, and then I'm gonna take my little stickers, my little Heidi Swap gold stickers, and I'm gonna write out 40 in fab, because that's really the only thing I could spell out, because I don't have I mean, I have letters left, but just not like to make words. Like I was gonna write out fabulous, but I only had 1 U, so I couldn't write it out. So I just wrote 40 in fab, and that's my title. So I cut off the back of the feathers because they were kind of bulky behind the photo. So and then I just put some thin cardboard behind my photo. Now I'm just kind of using my scissors to hold up the vellum because I felt like it needed some more of that blue color down there, because it was kind of missing some color on that bottom right hand corner. So I'm just adding a little bit more of that After Midnight color from Dilutions. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of embellishing, just adding a few pieces here and there. I added that little circle from my Mombi chips from Me and My Big Ideas, and I'm going to add a few arrows and a few little gold arrows, and just up there make like a little, sort of like a little cluster of arrows. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of simply embellish it. Again, this wasn't like my my absolute favorite layout. I guess I wasn't really in a creative sort of mood. I don't know. Who knows? I know it just didn't really, it was really hard for me to get this together. So, and then now I'm realizing I maybe should have flipped the vellum to go the other way. Now that I'm looking at it, now that you look at things from this angle, it's just so different. And then I decided to go ahead and use those other two little flourishes that I had from Jolie's, and then I'm cutting, yeah, there I go. I realized that the vellum was kind of awkward sticking out so long, so, and it was covering my little flourishes on the side, so I decided to just cut pieces of the vellum on the sides. And then I think the vellum just kind of tones down that blue, and then just kind of tones down the whole thing. So then I take these little Maggie Holmes stickers, which are from the confetti, the wood veneer pack, and then I take the hearts and the bows, and I just place them on the top, bottom, and then I place one bow in the middle. And yeah, so that's it, you guys. I finally finished this layout. I'm calling it done. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I love to hear from you guys, and stay tuned because the last couple videos are coming up on my channel in the next few days, because I'm supposed to be done by this Sunday. So thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.